everyone. A warm welcome to you all. This is episode 8 of Tinsanz, and I am Aarti Kamath, your host. Our clothes are an expression of our personality. Yet, many a times, what we wear is dictated by what's in fashion, the current trends in fabric or design, so to speak. Today, we are going to get up close with the fashion world. We have with us Monty Sally, a celebrated fashion designer, and Nakita Fernandes, second runner-up, World Beauty Queen 2019, both hailing from the sunshine state of Goa. Hello, Monty. It's great to have you with us. I'm going to dive straight into my first question for you. I'm quite curious to know, how was the Monty Sally brand born?
Monty Sally began looking at fashion TV on uh, the television that time. Used to come on, I think, Wednesday nights, and I used to love fashion TV. And I used to see these four gorgeous girls, Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, Linda Evangelista, and Yasmin Libon, and even Christy Turlington. And I was so enamored by the confidence and the energy this woman brought to the ramp, and I wanted to be part of that energy. I wanted to dress beautiful women, be with beautiful women, and be a part of that industry. And I think, thankfully, I'm here, and I'm very happy to be part of this industry.
Okay, so there's quite a few gorgeous women behind this very successful man. Super. So, Monty, since it was fashion shows that got you attracted to designing, can you tell us what fashion means to you?
See, fashion is asking, a very tough question. What does fashion mean to you? For me, fashion means, you know, uh, me and a client uh, together finding a vision for that person's look, or the person what she's trying to portray. So my whole thing is me and a client together finding the vision that will showcase her the best, and that's what I'm working on. And it's a journey, and hopefully someday I'll get the perfect, the client's mind and my mind will melt into one, and we can create something really beautiful together.
Very interesting perspective, I must say. So, what happens if you have a difference of opinion with a client with regards to a particular design?
See, lot of us, we many times we have the dispute with our clients, and we say that this won't suit you, this shape won't suit you. Uh, you have to make the client see your way, or find a middle ground. But sometimes you have to tell the client that it's my way or the highway. You have to do that, because you know what looks nice on a client as a designer, because you have had years of experience. Like, many women who are plus size will want a gown which will make them look like a wedding cake, instead of a wedding gown. So I usually try to avoid that. I say, you look like a wedding cake, and they find it a bit too rude, but then they understand that I also have always had weight issues. So they understand that I say I've got weight issues, so I know what to dress, and I wish you look your best on your wedding day. So that happens a lot of times.
Okay, I'm going to remember that when I visit your store. So it kind of means that you would like to have a free hand rather than receive a very specific brief about a creation, isn't it?
See, Aarti, if you want to be the vision of yourself, you give me what brief you want to be. But if you want to see my vision on you, you have to give me a free hand for that. And I feel that every designer knows his strengths and weaknesses, and many times the client tries to impose a certain design philosophy which not might not unite well with the designer who she's approaching. So it's always makes sense to give the designer the chance to decide what garment you should wear, rather than forcing your opinion on the designer. But we can meet somewhere in the middle as usual, find a compromise.
Very well explained and completely makes sense. So tell me, Monty, when you design a particular collection, do you do it with a specific model or showstopper in mind?
Contrary to what most people do, I never have a showstopper in mind. I have a garment which is a showstopper in mind. So whichever model suits the garment the best, I give it to her. So it was never if I feel a designer, if he needs a showstopper to highlight his show, is barking up the wrong tree as far as design is concerned. Your design should be the star of the show, not the showstopper. So I prefer all my designs. Every design is the best for the show, and the show-stopping design or the finale design is given to the model which suits the garment the best. I don't believe in showstoppers. No.
Wow, kind of makes me wonder if you have any favorite style icon.
Style icons, I'm sorry to say again that um, I don't have any style icons in mind, because for me everybody has moments of brilliance and moments of disasters in their wardrobe, and for me to say that this is my style of icon or X is my X or Y are my style icon does not work for me. I prefer to have like individuals having their moment of glory at different given points of time. So for me, maybe everybody is a style icon and everybody is not a style icon. So style, people find it in moments of brilliance. It's not a constant thing, in anybody's life. Sometimes it get too monotonous and all, so it does not work every time that way.
That's a very encouraging viewpoint. And I must say, it gives people like me a lot of hope and scope. So tell us, Monty, what has been your most satisfying creation until date?
Um, my most satisfying creation so far, I can't put a finger on say this is one, because I love all my kids the same. All my designs are my kids. But talk about certain collections which are my favorites. One was the Eclabage collection, uh, which means splash, and I managed to do feather kind of effect with fabric, and I always loved the French. I always dreamt of going to Lido and all that. Haven't been able to do that as of now, but I wanted that look in one of my shoots, and I managed to get it. And the second collection I really loved was the Construct, where I did a whole metallic look for garments, and it was based on one of the most iconic movies, I think, Barbarella, and those two collections I really loved because they pushed boundaries of creativity, and I like that. I do a lot of regular, clothes, wearable, but I always love my experiments basically. And basically, in 10 years, 20 years from now, hopefully somebody will wear them.
Cool. What's the one thing that defines your personal style?
Um, Aarti, the thing about personal style, um, what I have tried to avoid all these years is personal style, because I feel signature styles, personal style box you, and then you try to replicate the same design 100 time or 200 time and try to create the same thing. So I've tried to shift my design philosophy drastically over the years. Um, but generally, I try to be a bit out of the box, a bit crazy, bit experimentative about my designs. Uh, and I like women to explore the possibilities of their body, in a sense that I feel many women have so many issues to do with their body types and figures, and they always sometimes perfect bodies have issues about their figures, and I have always tried to work uh, and encourage them to be the best they can, and to be in love with their bodies. And I hope my clothes, to a certain extent, help them do that, help them love their own bodies.
Yes, it does boil down to being comfortable in your own skin, right? That's what style is about. Thank you so much for joining us, Monty. We wish you lots of creativity and inspiration in the years to come. Coming up next, we have Nakita Fernandes. Nakita, welcome to Tinsanz. I have to start with the World Beauty Queen 2019 pageant that brought you into the limelight. Tell us what prompted you to participate in this international modeling competition.
Firstly, thank you, Aarti, for having me. What really pushed me for participating in this international pageant was I've always dreamt of it since a kid, and I've always wanted to represent my country, and I found that that would be the best way I could express myself, and therefore I wanted to, really take part in the pageant.
Pursuing your dreams, huh? Um, so tell us, what is the kind of preparation that you had to do for this competition, and what were the kind of expectations you had from it?
It took me around 6 months to prepare for the pageant. I started with my diet, with the gym, and I improved my walk, my communication skills. I updated myself with the current affairs for the question answer round, and what I expected, definitely I was very sure that I would win something and come back. I was very confident with myself, and I was very happy that when I found out the results that I actually won. So it's something that I expected and I got it.
Wow, what confidence! Amazing. So tell us, what changes did this win bring about in you as a person?
What changes and what role it played was, it was both negative and positive. Um, Let me talk about positive. I enjoyed the attention I got. A lot of people really appreciated me, my work, and especially in Goa, where modeling was, not really kept, at the highlight. It was considered. Many of the parents said that, wow, it's something really good that, she's made the country so proud and she's doing quite well. So, I kind of um, inspired girls and young youth for this option, and positively I felt like, for me, I became more confident. I was I felt a very positive change in myself. Negatively, I would say it's not something very negative, but a lot of learned a lot of people how, people were around me. Certain people, criticized me, but I got to know that it's all a part of success, and that's what I basically learned, and that's what came with my success.
So your win kind of made modeling an acceptable career option. I'm sure there will be a lot of aspiring models in Goa who would be very grateful to you for that. So tell us, do you have any favorite style icon?
Aarti, I've always been inspired by this model Gigi Hadid. She's something that I really look up to because of the way she has disciplined her life, the way she's carried herself, and she's just 23. So she's amazing at what she does, and she's one of the best models of Victoria's Secret. So the way she dresses, the way she behaves, the way she carries herself, the way she talks, the way she walks is everything that I've wished to be, and I learn from her, like on her videos, YouTube, Instagram, everything. So yeah.
Okay, maybe you get to meet her sometime. Your personal Insta handle says that crown girl. Tell us, how did it come about?
Okay, so the story behind that crown girl is, so I have a lot of pictures that I really love and I take of myself, and they're not really, what do you say, professional, as you call it. It's not a photo shoot picture, and I always want to post them, but because I like to maintain my work related account, I don't know how to put them up. So I thought of having a private account to put these pictures that I love. So there is they are also seen, and people see the fun side of me. Everyone thinks like, oh my god, she's very serious, she's model, so she doesn't have fun. But it's not like that. I have a lot of fun, and I wanted to show the fun side of me. So I opened this account, the crown girl. But in a way, I didn't want to get away from my work, so I made the handle look like she's professional but she's fun, so that crown girl. So yeah, that is the story.
Yep, I've seen some of those amazing pics. So tell me, how easy or difficult is it to maintain yourself as a model?
um I'll be very honest, it's very, very, very difficult. It's not easy to, the cravings and the amount of food that we have to say no to. It's not at all easy, especially slogging in the gym. So it's a lot of hard work. But trust me, when you see your body fit and when you see your body in those beautiful outfits and you see the pictures and the way people appreciate you, I'm not saying that your body is, I mean, fine just the way it is, the way you like it. But in modeling, when you try to fit into that dress that's designed for you, there's another level of satisfaction. So yeah, it's a lot of hard work, but it's worth it.
That's a lot of hardship and would be excruciating for someone who loves food. So, business administration, modeling, anchoring. Rank them in your order of preference.
First, I'd like to, I prefer to take modeling and acting, also anchoring, because I'm young and my age kind of like justifies to all this. But yeah, post that, I'll want to do my BBA and I'd want to venture in business because it's always good to do business and use your education as well. So preferably first my modeling and then my BBA degree.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Nakita. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Thank you so much, Aarti and Vinsan Academy. It's a pleasure having this interactive session, and it's really a great initiative that y'all are bringing the Goan community together. And yeah, that's really good. Thank you.
That's it from us today, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And yes, click on the bell icon if you wish to receive future notifications. Should you want to revisit any specific segment in today's episode, please refer to the jump links provided in the video description. We will meet again next week, Friday at 7 p.m. Until then, Mogasu.